Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Keisha, independent paparazzi consultant out of Colorado. And so I continue to share my journey with you as I grow. Lighting is not too good this morning. It's cloudy here in Colorado. I got my glasses on, so I didn't want to turn my ring light up too bright. And y'all see my wall behind me. I do not have my normal stuff up because I am transitioning, changing my wall. I'm changing my wall because in February, the last day of February, I ranked up to a paparazzi producer. I am going to drop the link in the comments of the average income of a paparazzi consultant so you all can see what that means. And you see me looking back and forth because I'm like always, I am working. So I go live in the mornings. I already did my live this morning. And so I am creating invoices and labels. I'm doing invoices and labels to get everybody's stuff out to them in a timely manner. It is going to be Easter this Sunday. It is going to be Easter this Sunday. And so I'm thinking that at least my locals can get their stuff in time for Easter. But anywho, so I am your girl. I am now a paparazzi producer, which is phenomenal. I give big ups, big props, and big thanks to my team because that is something that I couldn't do alone. You cannot become a producer. You cannot rank up in anything in paparazzi. The only thing that you can become in paparazzi by yourself as far as ranks is a star consultant. So once you start hitting director, premiere director, executive director, producer, premiere producer, executive producer, that takes teamwork. And I love this business because we are a team that we help people across the board. We help our uplines, we help our downlines, we help our sidelines. We just help, 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 help. I appreciate it. I absolutely love it. And I'm looking forward to the journey to become. So right now, I am not an elite consultant, but by rank, I am in the top 1.14% of the company, which is huge, right? That's a huge deal. And so I'm telling y'all right now, next year, this time, you will be looking at an elite consultant. I will be an elite consultant in paparazzi next year, guaranteed. But for ranking to producer, I got this beautiful, look, I want to say plaque, but it's not a plaque. It is, I can't even think of the name of it right now. But anyway, it has our paparazzi mission statement on it. And our mission statement is to bring strength, independence, empowerment to individuals and their families by building confidence and financial freedom through affordable fashion. Wow, $5 jewelry may not change the world. We believe those who wear it will. How beautiful is that? That is a beautiful mission statement. And I'm having it here hung in my office to be able to read it every day because I'm in my office all day, every day, right? This is where I work. This is where I pull orders. This is where I pack orders. This is where I sort inventory. This is where I do all of that. But I also wanted to show y'all this. So during my short stint in paparazzi, I've been here 2.5 years. And so in 2.5 years, going from, I don't have it in order. So I wanted to do it in order. First, I became a director in 2019. I became a director, and you get this. And so this is why I'm changing my room around, because I had all my certificates in frames, and then the store that I was getting my frames from don't have frames anymore, so I put them back in the frames that paparazzi gives us. So this was my director in 2019. I became a director, and then in 2000, like right after I became a director, I want to say October of 2019. October of 2019, I became a director. And then March, no. March. Yeah, March. Look, I'll get it mixed up. March of 2020, I became a premiere director. And it grows and it grows and it grows. And then April of 2020, I became an executive director. And some of these will go like this, like bam, bam, bam. I've seen people double rank. I have not been that fortunate yet. I'm not saying that it won't happen to me. You hear me say yet, because my time is coming. And so next up after executive director is what I just ranked up to now, and it is producer. So now I am a producer in the company. My next step is premier producer and then executive producer. When I hit executive producer, I am then an elite consultant, which is just more icing on the cake. I also got this last year, Crown Club 5. Crown Club 5. And I'm missing one of my awards, and it's breaking my heart because I got to find it. But then I hit Crown Club 10 last year also. So this year I am going for Crown Club 25. That's the Crown Club status I want. And I am shooting to be an elite consultant this year. I am shooting for it. That is my goal. That is my push. But also when I became producer, I got my wall plaque. I got my certificate. I got this little, like, just a cute little love card from the team. And then I also got some brownies. If you know me, I am a foodie. I also got some brownies from Witch in New York, which is my hometown. So that made me happy. Like, I'm a foodie and it came from home. That was a win-win. So other than that, why do I keep doing paparazzi? Well, let me tell you. Y'all saw the mission statement. Y'all heard me read the mission statement. It's the real deal. So changing the world $5 at a time by affordable, fashionable jewelry, right? That's what we do. Not only that, we build, we uplift, we encourage, we promote each other to keep going. When I originally started this business, I was at a pop-up event, whatever you like to call it. That's where I was at. And I had another business at the time, and that's what I was doing. And the girl next to me, she was doing paparazzi. She was the second person that I only had ever saw at that time doing paparazzi. Before then, I had saw one other person doing paparazzi, and that was in May. The second girl I saw was in September. So I was like, okay, this is the second time I'm seeing this. What's up with it? What is it about? So since I was sitting next to this girl, I actually had more time to talk to her, my upline. I had more time to talk to her and find out what it was about. At the end of the event, we had a little more time to chat, and I got some information. And by the end of it, I told her, I was like, okay, I'm going to join you. I can do this. I sat next to her. I watched people come up and buy the jewelry. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. And then I was like, it's hair and nail money. What? I am a person who loves to keep her hair and nails done. So I was like, listen, it's hair and nail money. I don't have to take extra money from this, or I don't have to do that, because it's easy to make. Like, it was $5. She was racking up them $5 sales like that. So I was like, I'm in. So 2 weeks later, I joined. I'm sorry, I have to have my water, especially in the morning. So 2 weeks later, I joined. And let me tell y'all, I played myself. I joined, I sat my jewelry down. I really did not do much of anything with it. The most that I was getting due to sales was because I was at least smart enough to have my packages delivered to my office. At that time, I was still working in office 3 days a week. So at least I was that smart. I was having my packages delivered to the office, and so the girls would see me open them. First of all, they would see me picking up these pink boxes from the mailroom. I would never just, in the beginning, I wouldn't have them bring them up to my desk. I would go down to the mailroom and get them. Why? I wanted to be, it was strategic. I wanted to come through the building with my pink and black boxes. I wanted to come through the building with them. I wanted people to see the boxes. So that worked. So people started saying to me in an elevator or walking and passing whatever, oh, what's that? What's that? And I would be able to say, oh, I just started this new thing. I'm selling paparazzi. Have you heard of it? That was my pitch when we was in the office. And that's how I got people to start, seeing what I was doing without me really doing it. So then, for 10 months I did that. For 10 months I did that, and I was really making like what I wanted to make, hair and nail money. And then that July, the end of June, early July, somewhere around there, conventions started being talked about before then, but I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm doing what I wanted to do. I'm making hair and nail money. So I wasn't really tripping off a convention. Going to convention, no, none of that. Like, I was like, it's good, whatever. I don't need to do that. I'm getting out of this what I wanted to get out of it. Okay. So then, I think something at my corporate had irritated me, which is not hard to do sometimes. Sometimes, you just wake up and it's like that day you feel like you're irritated. So one day it was that day, and the opportunity came around for me to get convention tickets after they were sold out. So that said to me, this is God. Like, God is saying, Keisha, you need to go. So one of my business partners, who she's on my team, she's on the team that I signed under. She was not able to go. She had a ticket. For whatever reason, she was not able to go. She asked our upline to see who could grab the ticket. So I was like, okay, I can go. So I grabbed the ticket. No big deal. I have several weeks off from my corporate job. I have several weeks off, so it was no big deal. It was a weekend trip pretty much. So we went. It was my first time traveling with strangers. So I went with my upline, one girl from Oklahoma, another lady from South Carolina, and me. So it was the four of us. I was like, okay, what is this going to be like? I'm flying in by myself. Never really been to Vegas by myself. And though I'm with people who we are on the same team, I've never met them. So I'm, in a sense, by myself, right? So I get there. We have an amazing time. There is no cattiness. There is no pettiness. And in this large group of men and women, but majority women, over 200 and something thousand women. I want to say over 300 and something thousand men and women. No mess, no drama, no cattiness. Everybody's helpful to each other. Like, you see people in passing and you see a paparazzi logo, or you see some paparazzi jewelry, and you like, oh, she's one of us. And it was instant, like, we sisters, whatever. What's up? We here. So it was great. But not only that, the training that they poured into us. And I'm speaking of this event because this was, I call it the Change in My Life convention. So I'm speaking of this event in particular, but I will tell you about my second one as well. It was amazing. So they had the speakers that spoke to us. One was Eric Thomas. If you've ever heard Eric Thomas speak on YouTube or wherever, he's phenomenal. He is dope. He is a go-getter. He is a crusher. He kills the game. And then they had another guy. His name was Michael, and I can't remember his last name. But his story was one of resilience no matter what. Like, from the beginning of his life, he had to fight. And so it only makes sense for him to be where he is now. So those were our two speakers. But what got me, those speakers were great. Our founders poured into us, which was great. But what got me was the people who spoke, who had once upon a time sat in the seat that I sat in, who had started out from where I was starting out, and told their stories of how quick or how long or how traumatic or whatever their journey was, it made it real. And that was my connection. That is when I said I'm all in, because those women sat on that stage and they were making six figures. And I don't remember at that time if any of the women who spoke on that panel were seven figures, but we do have seven-figure earners in our business. But that day is what sold me. And I was like, okay, when you go home, you are writing a whole new plan. So I came home, I wrote a whole new plan. And I still have it. So at that time, it was on my office wall at work because I was going there 3 days a week. Now it's in my office right here at home, and I can see it through this screen light. I can see my plan behind me, behind the light. So like I said, I came home August 3rd because my son's birthday was August 4th. I came home August 3rd by, I had one business partner when I went there. By the end of August, I had two more business partners. So that put me at 3 business partners, and I was a director. That fast, that easy, that fast. In October hit, I had another business partner. By March of last year, I had a team of 9. by closeout of March of this year, we are now a team of 70. And that is how phenomenal paparazzi is. And that's just how it works. So it just keeps going. It just keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. But the beauty of what I see in this business, outside of people becoming financially free and freedom of your time, because for me, yes, the money is important, but the freedom of my time is more important. So everybody have their own reasons, and you pick and choose what yours is. And mine's is the freedom of time. But what I do see also is that people, some women come in this out of domestic violence. Some women come out of this out of disabilities. Some women come in this being single mothers. Some with criminal records. Some with bachelor's degrees. Some with master's degrees and PhDs. And some just regular everyday hood chicks. Like, no matter what umbrella you fall under, I've seen this business morph people into the beautiful butterfly of who they are to be. So it's like coming out of a cocoon and morphing into your whole beautiful self. And so for me, I come out of the single mom, no degree, kind of hood chick girl thing. And corporate America will never truly see me. Like, they just won't. They won't see me. They won't see all of me. They will see my facial expression. They will see my skin color. They will see everything but who I really am, right? And so this business is one who allows you to be who you truly are, and they will see you for who you truly are. So that is the beauty of it for me. And not only that, so on top of that, paying off, my student loans. Yes, I went to school, I just don't have the degree because I hate school. So I didn't want to stay there and keep paying for something that I knew that I didn't like. So, for me, the money is great. Paying off my student loans, putting together a portfolio and a plan of what I expect to do, what I am going to do in life, and be able to do for my children, right? All of that is important to me. So now I can say that I pay my car note, I can pay my mortgage, I can pay on a student loan, all from me starting this $5 business. And I started the business with $99. If I would have knew better, because you get the convention ticket in the $4.99 kit, I definitely would have started with the $4.99 kit. I just didn't know better. And plus, once you get your kit, if you start with the $99 kit, I'm going to tell you, you sell out of that jewelry so fast, it's ridiculous. And you be like, oh snap, I'm out of more jewelry and I have to order. And I'm also going to do this. I'm going to keep it real, like really real. We have I want to say ordering rushes, like ordering craze. We have those moments. So when the pandemic first hit, a lot of people who was forced out of their job or chose to leave their job to make it a safer environment for themselves and their children, whatever the case may be, a lot of people flocked to, okay, how can I make money on my own? Whether it's paparazzi or whatever, people wanted to start a business. So a lot of people joined us. In March of 2020, paparazzi grew 65% without missing a beat in the middle of a pandemic. And the only thing that was affected to us was shipping. What? My money didn't mess up. I had jewelry because I was one who had been ordering jewelry. So I had jewelry to sell. I wasn't going to miss a beat. So when shippings were delayed because of COVID and because so many people swamped down and joined us at the same time, guess who didn't have to miss a beat? This girl. Why? Because I was keeping inventory anyway. So we have those crazy rushes. Like right now, March Madness just passed. And so paparazzi spoiled us with that. They were dropping new releases all the time. And so with the extra new releases done, then sometimes shipping was a little bit backed up. But I'm telling y'all this because it just goes to show that our business is one who continues to grow. And the only thing that ever happens every once in a while is you might have some shipping delays. Like, okay, what's the big deal? That just means the company is growing. That just means that they're taking care of us and that they're making sure things are coming through. that is a great benefit. That is like a great thing to have be your only worry. Like, I would rather worry about that. Like, okay, shipping's a little bit backed up. That's nothing. I can handle that. I know my pieces are coming. I've secured them. I know they're coming. Period, point blank, and done. I know they're coming. So I don't really worry about that. But what I was saying that for is because imagine starting last year when we grew 65%, the pandemic hit, in USPS, FedEx, Amazon, everybody was like a little bit held up on shipping. And imagine starting with the $99 kit and you sell out and then you have nothing else. So yeah, I would say start with the bigger kit, because you never know when paparazzi is going to start dropping some extra dope stuff on us at extra times. We didn't know a pandemic was going to start. We had no idea, okay, let me order some extra stuff. We just did it because that's the natural thing that we do, right? We order jewelry. So that's what we did it for. Excuse me. And then we also have things like Fashion Fix, which is, if you get in on the inside like I am, if you know like you know, I know I am on the inside. So I'm on Fashion Fix, which they send us 5 sets of amazing jewelry every month on the 20th of every month, and only people who are in Fashion Fix have the opportunity to grab those pieces. So on the 5th of the next month at midnight, so in my state, I'm Mountain Standard Time, so 10 p.m. my time. So the 4th at 10 p.m., those pieces are released and available for people who are only the people who are in Fashion Fix to get. I have privy to that. And so then the next thing, I'm sorry.